journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're looking at the price of silver here today. You'll see we had a big run up here to $3,400. We've dropped around $7,000. Gold has dropped $8,000. So this is completing A, B, C, D. We'll just draw them in so you'll be able to see them. A, B equals C, D. And then you got another one right behind. Well, I'm going to draw it in the easy way to see the three drive to a top pattern. There's drive 1, drive 2, drive 3 right up in here. Now we're having the big break. We've already showed you this. Well, nobody saw it because I was off the air. Let me get up here and show you where we are with the gold. Here's where we were today. We were looking. This was our trade of the day. I'll show you the trades. This was the first 382. There was a second 382. And you notice the harmonic number coming in here. Exactly. Rally $17. Stops exactly at the 382. This one doesn't rally 17, but it still stops at the 382 of the previous high. It just kept doing it all day long, and it just kept, and it's still dropping, as you can see. That's the kind that you really like to see lined up. Now, what I did yesterday to make it easy for everyone, I put a group of charts out. I'll just show it to you right now. This was our live trading charts for today. Now, if you really want to have some fun, just go look and see how well these. Now, we were looking to buy soybean meal down here. It went all the way up to $2.99. Okay, and then we're going to take a look at the next one here. This was our NASDAQ. The high on the NASDAQ, folks, was 221.83. And last time I looked, it was 221.33. Now, let's take a look at the next one. This was the look at the high today in the euro. Just go back and check it yourself. We actually took a small loss in this one because I got in a little bit too early. And then the next one, of course, is the cattle. The cattle broke down. We're looking for that to be a big move, and it opened lower and then bounced around, still holding up right about what we paid for it, acting pretty good. And then, of course, we tried to sell it up here in the S&P Dow Jones, and we missed that. It's a couple hundred points below that right now. And then also we had the crude oil. We had that short from here down into here, just absolute perfect short, well over $1,000 profit in that one. And then we had another one here, which was the gold. And this was our trade of the day, selling at $29.65. It didn't quite get there. Got to $29.63.50. Excuse me, $29.64. And folks, it is trading down here at this level right here, almost ready to take out the lows of Thursday. And that is bad because that means it's A, B, C, D, and we got another 100 points coming to the downside. So what I plan to do now is when we have these programs, everybody that subscribes to the 2 days a week, the second and fourth Fridays of the month, every day, I'm going to send out what I think are the best trades that I can find during the day. And I'll line those up. And that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're going to be trying to do. Okay, now we'll get up here. We have Jeff Huge as our gift coming in, as our guest. A little under the weather, folks, with the rain here. Plus, I'm having a little mild attack with the, what do you call the things, Palo Verde. So that's what the thing that we're watching here. And we've got somebody ringing the bell at the doorbell. Let's see what's going on here with our good friend Al, and maybe he'll tell us that I have a guest or something like that going on, and I got to get to the right room. Come on. There's nothing to change over because I'm in the host chat, Al. I'm not in that other room anymore. I haven't been in that room since I haven't done anything. I've been out of that. I don't know why it's saying live. I don't know what to do. How do I change over? I went from one room to the host channel, and that's where I am. I'm in the host channel right now. How can they be going there if I'm in the host channel? I don't understand that. Well, this I'm going to have to figure out. Let me see if I can close it or something here. I don't know. No, it doesn't say I can't do that. Well, folks, I don't know what to do here. I guess I'll just flap my gums here until Mr. Jeff Hughes comes on in about 20 minutes. I'll tell you the story about the 3 bears and all that kind of stuff, but that doesn't make any difference either. So we'll see if I can figure this thing and what I did wrong. So bear with me, folks. I'll try to get this thing fixed here, and it's my fault because I'm not very good with the technical part of the. Now I've lost Discord. Okay, I'm in here now. Why it says watch here? I don't want to watch here. So I want to go down to the host method, the host room, and that's right here. So now I'm in the host room. There, it's Discord. Okay, hi. Do you get that? All right, is that part correct? Let's see if that's correct. Well, I'm just, that part's correct. So let's try it one more time. We're going to go in and we're going to put up a chart and we're going to see if we can get the A team back together and see if it's going to go live now. I'm in the Tiger. No, I'm always in the host mode. I am never in the Tiger Den. Now let's see if we're seeing the chart here of gold. I think we are, so we'll get this out of the way. And let's take a look at the other one that we want to pay attention to, which is we've already done the cattle. Here's one that really takes our interest, folks, and this is, oh my gosh, what is this? Shucks, folks, I don't know what to do. So have somebody call me, please, because this is embarrassing to myself. This is what I do all the time. I'm never in the Tiger's Den. I'm always in the host chat whenever I do this stuff. I don't even see the Tiger's Den on here anywhere. I've never been in the Tiger's Den. I always use the host mode to do this every time I do these shows. I don't know what to do next. I'd like to have someone call me and maybe we can work this out because I can't, I just don't understand what's wrong because I'm doing everything I do the same way and it's not going through. I don't know why. Well, if someone calls me, we'll get it straight. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to show anything from Jeff Hughes anyway. You know, there's just no way that I can do that. So be nice if someone would call me and maybe we could get this. Boy, oh boy, this is not good. Well, I don't know what to do, pal. I don't know what to do. You just tell me what to do, and I'll do it. Wow. Tiger TV. Okay, I'm in Tiger TV right now. Doesn't know anything, and I'll try to get. I've never been in Tiger TV, so this is new to me. Let's just get a chart up and see if I can get it fixed. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. All right, does that work? Does that work? Broadsword to Danny Boy.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The events for this month are February 14th and 21st, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, this is the cash S&P on a 4-hour chart going back to November. As you can see here, we did make new highs here this morning by 10 cents. The high was 61.10.86. The high here was 61.10.76. So we took out the highs of Christmas. That was Christmas Eve, of course, here. That's what we're watching. Let's try this. January, this was the big drop of January 24th. We did take that out. We didn't take it out in the cash and the futures, and we didn't take it out in the NASDAQ, and we didn't take it out in the what was the other one that we were looking at? The Russell or anything like that. So this still tells us maybe the market will have a correction. Maybe 1 or 2 days, I don't know. Let's just look at this. Someone asked me to do this. Say, this is the daily here. Now, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean all this out. I'm going to talk a little bit about cycles. A very simple one. All I'm going to do now is put the little cycle thing in like this, all right? Go like that, and I'm going to go to the lunar phases. This is looking for new moons and full moons. That's all we're going to look at right here. We're going to go back here. And you can see here on August 5th, we were sitting there on a beautiful full moon. On this one right here, we were sitting in a quarter moon. There's your right in between, nothing going on here. There was your absolute low right here. There was your absolute low right here. There was it's 5 days off. That's no good. And the next one was right here. That was 2 days off. Either way, I guess. And then we had one right here. That was just a couple of days ago, and we have a big one today, which is the big full moon. And so this is why the odds are it's going to be a day or two off, but this is one of those. The fact that we've made a new high here is really important, folks. It takes a lot of buying to do that. Now, it hasn't actually run to the woodshed yet, but it still has had a pretty good rally. Now, if we look at some of these others, and we're going to look at let's look at the NASDAQ, because we focused on the NASDAQ in the trading today for the live trading. We'll get this up here and bring it up here. Oop, that's not the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is right up here, right there. And we want to get that up. We'll get the hourly up. And you can see here, here's what we were looking for, and we're back there again. There's where the high was. We were looking for the high to come in. You'll be able to see it here. I'll blow it up really big. And that measured into 21155, and that number came in at 21575. So it was a couple, but we've come there twice. We hit it here, came down, hit it again, came down, and hit it again. So it's really banging its head against this big number right up in here. Now, looking at this on the long-term daily, you see that all it's doing, this is why I think it's important here. This is the number that we're watching. But if we clean this out and you believe in AB equals CDs, you're looking at one. Let me just show you why. You're looking at more than one. So we're going to show you this one right here, because there's the 27th of January. There's the high right here. And guess where it comes in here, folks? It comes in at 22. Well, you're showing this is 22,139. The actual number on the smaller one is just a little bit higher than that at 2255. So that's what this could be. And if that's the case, this is what they call in Gartley format a monster Gartley, because that's what that would be right up there. We're a little above the 786, but we're banging on the door of the ABCD for sure. That's it. Right up in here. So that's what we're watching possibly in here. There's no head and shoulders here because this is far lower than the right shoulder. All we're looking at here is a big rally. And if you look at this rally, let me clean this all out because you can see it even better. You've got two ABCDs locked in here that you have to look at really close, because you have this one, this one, this one. So we're going to be watching it right here. There's your AB leg right here. There's your CD leg coming in right here. There's that number we had as the high today in the NASDAQ on our trading thing, 22,183. I believe we did that on the 4-hour chart. No, it was the hourly. Well, I'll tell you what, I've already done it once. I don't have to do it again. Anyway, this is where we should be topping up in here if this is any good, because we are completing this pattern right now as we're speaking right now. There it is. AB equals CD, as old Mark Douglas would tell us. There it is right there. And where are we trading? Right there. So lots of action, folks. These are $1,000 moves, but this is what we're seeing here today in the stock market, with a long time to go, by the way, a long time to go. So we'll see whether this means anything or not, but that's what we're really, in fact, you've got a double in here. My goodness, this is all kinds of information here. You'll see there's another ABCD coming in right there, and that's the same one. And look at that, double header. Whoa, what's mean? What do it mean? I don't know. It must mean something, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? By the way, Jeff Hughes will be our guest. We'll get these out of the way here, and then I can talk a little bit more about the some of these other markets that we were looking at. Remember, folks, we've got crude oil in here. I wanted to bring this to your attention today. This is one of the trades that we had going on. In fact, it was the first trade of the day. You see, we had the selling up in here, and then, of course, the move down has been pretty dramatic. But if we go to a smaller time frame here, just to show you how the 382s work, folks, it's really not hard, but there's the break. Look at the 3 drive to a top pattern. You can see right here, all right? And that's a 382 on the longer-term daily, by the way, folks. I believe if you see that on the hourly, there it is. Well, it's a 50% right there. And then from then on, it's been, rolling over. And that's what we're seeing. There's your, after the break, you see you have the first 382. Shucks, just a minute here. You have your first 382 pattern right there, okay? Then the market comes down from that high and rallies up again, right exactly to the 382. Then it does it again, and look, it's just going down. So it's really neat when markets are strongly trending. You should pay attention to these if you like. Tom Hugard's favorite, as you might want to guess. So let's look at, and remember, our good friend, Mr. Mike Moore yesterday said, expect to see a little bit of correction in these things. So let's look at the RBOB, because he thought we were getting ready to see the gasoline futures start to take a hitter today. So let's get it up here. So we see here's the RBOB, and we'll put this up here on a 8-minute just to see if it's coming. Oh, I think it's coming down. Why, by golly, you're right on the money there, pal. Okay, here's RBOB today. Has it run up? Okay, and then look at this. We've dropped 7 cents in gasoline. We'll look at it on an hourly basis to see where we were. There's where we were. This was the day. Well, there's your 61% retracement. Got to clean some of these up. We were doing crude oil, folks, so I didn't do the RBOB too much. But there was the number in crude oil, went right about to exactly the 786, I believe. No, in between 618. Then it started down, and that's when you want to start. As soon as you start seeing the break, that's when you pay attention, okay? Because watch. After the break comes, sharp down, what should it do? Rally to the 382. Boom, okay? Now, and since that time, It's been coming down pretty hard. We had a pretty good rally here. Let's see if it made the 382 on the daily. We're going to have Jeff Hughes on first. So hold on, AB equals CD. Doesn't quite make that 382, but first one was a real dandy. How much did we miss it by? Wow, from 210, and it got to 210.20. Missed it by 0.8 cents, which in gasoline terms is about $300. So let's stay tuned here for Jeff Hughes of Alpha Insights. Always great information. So bear with us, folks, and we'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Oh boy, we're with Jeff Hughes of Alpha Insights, and as usual, I'm having technical difficulties. Let's see what I'm doing here wrong. I can't get the chart to move to the next level, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Look, it just doesn't want to do it. Are you there, Jeff?
I am here, Larry. How are you doing?
Well, you know me. I have trouble with anyway, I'm trying to get this thing to scroll, but I can't get it to scroll. There's nothing to scroll on this side here, and that really is that's an amazing thing to me, because when I go like that, it goes right back to here, and something's wrong. Boy, oh boy, what am I going to do?
Try scrolling with your mouse.
That's what I'm using. I'm using my mouse, but it's just not working. Okay. Boy, this is one of those days. Well, it was working all the time. I found how to do it. There it is. There's a little there. Behold, there. Boy, silver took a hit today. I don't think it's number one anymore. But tell us what you're looking at, my friend. Yeah, it's still strong.
Honestly, we've been looking at this weekly scoreboard. We put it up every week in our weekly newsletter, the Alpha Insights Weekly Playbook, as you know. And we try and track all the major equity indexes from a year-to-date perspective, so people can kind of see, where they are. You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been, right? So as of last Friday, large cap S&P 500 stocks really had fairly pedestrian returns. I mean, about 2.5% year to date, which, honestly isn't bad. I mean, if you were to annualize it, it'd be a pretty good return. But, we look at it relative to what else is performing, and foreign stocks are outperforming dramatically, as are gold and silver. And so what that tells you is that dollar-denominated assets are underperforming. And in fact, if we take a look at through yesterday's close, silver was up 12% year-to-date, gold was up 11.5%. And so, the S&P was up just 4.1%, and I think that's maybe changed a little bit today, but not too much. So, we're really focused on what's working, and commodities and gold and silver are trouncing stocks. Foreign equities are obliterating U.S. stocks. And one asset that has somewhat disappointed, it was the best performer, a few weeks ago, and that was Bitcoin. That's actually pulled back to be kind of an average performer. It's slightly underperforming the S&P, but in line with the average stock. And so, it's interesting because Bitcoin's so well correlated to the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ's had a big move forward. It's almost doubled its year-to-date performance in the last 4 trading days, and Bitcoin hasn't kept up with it. So I think there might be a situation where Bitcoin's ready to pop, and I would be positioning around that. And we're not talking about it in our newsletter last week, but we might for this coming week.
Okay, we're talking about valuations at record highs. What are we seeing here, Jeff?
Well, again, with this whole notion that equities are really not keeping up, what's the reason for that? Well, valuations are at record highs right now by a price to book, price to sales, price to earnings basis. We are at levels that we just, have seldom been challenged at any point in the history of the stock market. And so, what do you make of that? Everybody says that valuations aren't a very good timing tool, but that's absolutely wrong. My old boss, Steve Leuthold, would swear by the fact that the PE was the absolute best timing tool if you looked at it based on its historic quintiles. And we are in the 10th, deciles, and we are in the 10th decile right now. And historically, whenever you've been in the 10th decile of the S&P valuation, forward returns were the worst on an annualized basis for the next decade. And they averaged about 3% historically through the end of January. So I would not even be looking for the S&P 500 to keep up with the 10-year Treasury bond over the next decade.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one if I can do it. Oh, I'm on my A game now. Now, artificial intelligence. Boy, oh boy, that would certainly be me. CAPEX plans absurd levels. I don't know what a CAPEX is. You're going to have to explain to me what that is. Is that a stock?
Yeah. Nope. CAPEX is really CapEx, capital expenditures. And so all these big AI tech companies, and there's 4 big ones, right? It's Amazon, it's Alphabet, it's Microsoft, and it's Meta. These are the guys that are spending all the money to build out these massive data centers and the power infrastructure necessary. They call them the hyperscalers, right? And so the AI CapEx plans have now reached levels of utter absurdity. Maybe ludicrous is a better number. If you take a look at the right-hand side of this chart, you can see their calendar net income of each company and what percentage of that calendar net income their proposed 2025 CapEx spending budgets are. Well, Amazon's going to spend $100 billion. They just told us that on their conference call. They only made $59 billion last year. Total for the whole year. Okay, if you were a shareholder and if you owned the whole company, you would have made $59.2 billion. They're going to spend 168% of that this year. Alphabet, they're going to spend $75 billion. That's 75% of what they made last year. Microsoft's going to spend $80 billion. They only made $88.1 billion. They're going to spend 91% of that. And Meta, they say they're going to spend between 60 and 65 billion. Well, they only made 62.5 billion last year. So at the midpoint of that estimate, they're going to spend 100% of their earnings. So basically everything these companies made last year is being flushed down the toilet on spending on CapEx. And this is a bet on something that's yet to come. This isn't even a real thing yet. It's one of these field of dreams sort of approaches. If you build it, they will come. There is no revenue, no earnings being generated from AI whatsoever right now. In fact, the returns are negative.
Oh. Now, this MAGS, is that the combination of all of the MAG stocks, the big ones?
This ETF called the Round Hill Big Tech ETF, symbols MAGS. That's an equal weighting of the Magnificent Seven. So
MAGS?
Yeah, MAGS.
Wow, it's got huge
Apple,
volume too, doesn't it? Holy cow.
Yeah, Google, Amazon, NVIDIA, Meta, and Tesla. So those are the 7 stocks. They're equally weighted. And if you just look at this trend, since it actually came to fruition about 2 years or so ago, this is actually a weekly chart, so we can kind of see it pretty well. There's a clear 5-wave impulsive advance that we see, and we think that terminated on or about December 18th, okay? And what we've seen since is this kind of back and filling below that high. So in other words, and I think you pointed out earlier when we exchanged some emails that the SPY, the S&P ETF, made a new high today, but the S&P cash index so far has not. Neither has the S&P future, and neither has the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell 2000, or the Magnificent 7 ETF.
Okay, stay with us, folks. We got more of Jeff Huge coming back on. We made new highs in the S&P today. Stand.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, we're back, folks, and the big question of the day is, has the S&P 500 topped? And we made a new high today, Jeff, by 10 cents.
Well, that was just in the SPY, right? Not in the cash.
Yeah, oh no, none of the
future.
others came even close, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like I said, the Mag 7 hasn't even confirmed this new high, and that's what's really driving all the performance in the S&P. It's a 34% weight in the S&P. The big issue here is this a top, and we've got kind of a 1-2 sort of pattern? Are we ready to go? Or are we going to break out and carry to new highs in the S&P itself? I don't know. The index can do a lot of things just because of the way it's structured, but the average stock isn't keeping up. And I think, the real issue is if you were to page forward to the next chart, Larry, you'll see that the new high or the recent high in the S&P 500, which was the December 6th high, and then this rally high that we saw on January 24th, that has not been confirmed by the equal weight S&P. And so the equal weight S&P topped back on November 29th, and we've only retraced 61.8% of it at this point. And so my suspicion is that the equal weight is telling the truth, and the S&P and the SPY are lying to us.
Aha. Well, it makes sense to me, but I've been I'll tell you, when that beeper went off this morning at new highs, I didn't believe it. I really thought it was a bad tick, but I had to check, and I said, are you kidding me? And I said, because you look at the Dow Jones, it had a big day yesterday, but it gave all that back today. It's, anyway, we got another one here about, for those about to rock. I don't know what this means, but fire away.
Well, everybody asks me, okay, Jeff, you like commodities, you like gold, maybe a little Bitcoin, but stocks are where all the money is. If you don't like stocks, what am I supposed to do? Well, the biggest market in the world is the U.S. Treasury market, okay? It's the most liquid market of any investment you can possibly make. And so like long-term bonds right now. And the title, for those about to rock, We Salute You, is really what we're saying. It's an old AC/DC tune. Some of your listeners might recognize the title.
That's good.
This is a pattern of the TLT. TLT is the iShares 20-year plus Treasury bond ETF. And so, when it's going up, yields are going down. And what I think has happened here is we've been putting in the right shoulder of a large multi-year classic pattern base formation of the inverted head and shoulders variety. And if we can get above $90, you can see on the far right, this latest candle, market technicians will recognize this candle as being something known as a hammer. A hammer indicates a low. And if, in fact, we push above 90.18, I believe, is the recent high, if we get above that level, that will confirm that low at about $86.86, I think. And so you've got a pretty good range here. If we break that 86.86, I put in my note here, 86.85 is my stop loss. That would get me out of the trade. But right here, I would buy, expecting a breakout above 90.18. And if we do, we could get a good rally to 93 and probably some backing and filling in there. Then we'll make a smaller degree inverted head and shoulders that could then rally to about $100, $101 a share. And for bonds, that's a pretty good move. That's a better than 10% upside potential. Momentum's confirming it. You're seeing all the characteristics of a classic pattern base here.
Yeah, even I see your sentiment here on the bonds is about as low as it's been in a long time. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah.
Those points where we get down to under 25% bulls on the 10-day moving average of sentiment, and that usually marks the bottom, and we're just turning up off of that. I don't think bonds will stop going up until we get to at least 75% bulls on the 10-day moving average, and that means probably closer to about 90% bulls on the intraday.
Boy, that's interesting. Okay, short sellers are natural buyers of TLT.
Yeah, so everybody asked me, well, Jeff, who's going to buy the bonds? Well, you got an absolute record short in the TLT right now. Never, ever before seen. About $9.5 billion are sold short. Those short sellers are natural buyers. Once the price starts to move up, they get forced to cover, and you could have a massive short squeeze here of about nearly $10 billion coming in to buy that. That could easily rally us up to 93. And once we get to those levels, you're going to start to see more and more people changing their mind. And that could really carry bonds much higher. Like I said, I think TLT could go to 100 or more.
How about the fact that it could be a potential flight to quality? Would that ever happen again? You probably haven't ever experienced this because you've only been around for 15 years. I'm just joking, but there are times where the stock market actually goes down, Jeff. Are you aware of that?
and that's just it.
Not in my lifetime, maybe in yours.
The money's going to rotate into treasury bonds. Trust me on that.
Okay, it makes good sense. Okay, now let's tell the folks about this wonderful letter that you have, and I think it is flat, absolutely flat, one of the best ones I've seen. And boy, is it value driven. Let me tell you, it doesn't cost very much at all for the value that you get. So please tell the folks how to get in touch with you and give us a little heads up.
Yeah, as you know, I write Alpha Insights as my institutional publication, but we also write a monthly newsletter on Substack called Huge Insights, The Big Picture. You can get it at hugeinsights.substack.com. We cover a lot of the big picture sort of, macro observations in that, and we, give some investment education and things like that. We try and just kind of help people. But those who want more can pay as little as $12.50 a month, and then you get access to our strategic investment analysis, which looks at all sorts of markets. We look at the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Mag 7, the Russell 2000, the Value Line Index. We do very, very detailed analysis on these. We look at the bond market. We look at commodities. We look at currencies. We look at crypto. We look at rates. So it's a very deep dive into our analysis. And then we actually have a model portfolio where we make recommendations of what you should actually invest in, and we track the performance of that portfolio. And it's done pretty well. And then
pretty well is the understatement of the year. You've done a great job. Let me tell you, I watched that and I said, wow, those are
20% allocation to gold really helped last year. I got to tell you that. But, we also send out a weekly, and it's part of our Alpha Insights strategy piece, and it's called the Idea Generator Lab. And in that, we give you our best ETF pick every Wednesday, plus a little updated market analysis and things of that nature. And people really like that. We've made a lot of money for people on the weekly ETF top actionable pick of the week. So, again, if you want to check that out, you can go to hugeinsights.substack.com, or you can go to my website, That's www.jwhinvestment.com. I'm also on X Twitter at alpha_insights. And there's a new thing called Blue Sky. You can find me there under at Huge Insights. So
Jeff,
lots of places.
Thank you so much, my friend. Jeff Huge, Alpha Insights. Don't miss it, folks. It's great information. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to give everybody a holiday Monday, folks. It's President's Day, so we'll see you all on Tuesday. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, this is the Dow Jones. We made our high, back here. Now we're making 3 lower highs. That's a 1-3-5 pattern, has perfect symmetry. And you can see here, we took out the previous day's high by 10 Dow points out of 44,000, and now we're trading a couple hundred points below that, but it still doesn't look that bearish compared to some of the others. Now we've made new highs in the S&P cash. We've got 2 hours to go. We'll most probably make a high in the futures, but maybe they go up forever. But we got to be very careful and watch what we're doing in here. As you can see over here, we've had a big move down in silver and gold. We've had a big move up in the euro. That was one of the things that we focused on this morning, but that move in the euro stopped exactly where it should have, folks. So this means that the dollar might regain strength here over the weekend, because if it fails here, it's going to go a great deal higher. I did mention that Monday is President's Day. All the markets are closed. Some of the banks in Arizona are still open. Other places the banks are closed, but all the bond markets are closed. All the stock markets are closed. So we will be closed on Monday, but we'll be back in the saddle on Tuesday, okay? And we've had some good guests this week, gave us some really good ideas, great market action. So just the beginning, folks. We're going to see swings like you've never seen before. Look at gold, down $44 today, folks. That's supposed to be bullish? Give me a break. I don't think so. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, now I think that should be it. So live every day. I'm not really sure. How much time do I have? 49 seconds, my guys. That's a lifetime. Let's take a look at Tesla, folks, because that's one of the ones that everybody likes to see. Here it is. We'll get it up here. It had a pretty good rally this morning. You can see here's where we are. Get the daily up here. You'll be able to see we had a really good bounce off of the ABCD down here. We stopped exactly at the 382 here this morning, folks. That's what we've done here in Tesla. So see you on the flip side on Monday. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.